Continuing my creator transparency series, today I'm going to be talking about something that I hear so many stories on with like past clients and just other creators who I've talked to. And that is actually wasting your money. So people who are new to the creator or the business world and they don't really have much guidance or much help, they're all going to have to pay what I like to call the ignorance tax. And this basically means you're just going to have to pay to learn what you don't know. And this is something I've learned, but it can be very expensive. And sometimes we actually waste money because we think that something's going to solve our problems, but either makes it worse or it just drags out the process. And again, I've heard like many stories with like creators or business owners wasting money with agencies, on marketplaces, and tools without one, having a plan in place to figure out how they're going to make that money back, or, another downside of not knowing your plan is you don't really know what direction you're trying to take your content in, so it's kind of hard to tell these people, what your vision is and what you're trying to do. For example, here are a few of the stories that I have heard over probably like the past year, and if you can relate to any of these, just let us know your story down in the comments. And of course, there's no names because I want to keep the people anonymous. But take, for example, one guy who was paying nearly $3,000 a month to an agency in order to start up his YouTube business, but he really wasn't seeing much growth on his end because he didn't really have a good plan in place, or he didn't really know where things was going. He was just shelling out this money trying to be monetized. But he says he also wanted to start a business, but again, he wasn't sure exactly where that was headed or what he was doing. And I don't know about y'all, but I think $3,000 is a lot of money to be spending on something when you don't know what you're doing. And here's another example, and I hear this example honestly more times than I'd like, but people who are pouring money into Fiverr gigs and website design services and online marketplaces, but with the way these marketplaces are set up, the people that they are choosing to outsource their work to, they're not really understanding the vision that the creator has, and it just takes way longer than it needs to get work done, or they're not getting the results that they hope for. Again, probably because of communication issues more than anything, but again, that's another way that creators are wasting money. And then the last story that I want to mention is there was basically another lady who was having a really hard time to get traction on social media and figure out a way to promote her items, or her products rather, because she wasn't really sure how these platforms worked. She didn't really have that foundational knowledge of SEO and digital marketing, so again, wasted a ton of time. And I've also been there. I've paid for lots of programs and such online, trying to figure out whether it was going to solve my problem, but I didn't. So I have a saying that I got from one of my art professors when I was in school, and it's basically that you have to invest to be the best. So whether that be with your time, your energy, your money, something's got to give. And sometimes we spend a longer amount of time on things because we're not really sure what direction to go or what we should be doing, because some of us this is the first time we're doing these things, so it's how will we know? And yeah, this is why I created my membership program, the Paid Creator Collective, so you can learn and gain access to people who've already been through what you're trying to do, or they're currently doing it, and they can actually help you. So each month there's a lesson dropped that helps you to make money on YouTube. So for example, I have the money making plan lesson up there right now. By the time this video is out, I dropped the digital product plan, and then next month I'm actually dropping my whole YouTube strategy on how I make money from YouTube and SEO, filming, and basically how I do all my YouTube videos. On top of that, you'll get access to a community of creators that are trying to do the same thing that you're doing. So you can ask them for advice, you can ask me for advice whenever you feel stuck. And that's very important, to have somebody that you can reach out to when you're stuck so you don't stay there. So yeah, if you're interested, definitely click on the link below to join the waitlist. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next week.